All right,
Hold
guys.
on.
So welcome to another, little episode of Angie Talks.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Come on. That brown skin.
Brown skin girl. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Angie Talks. Today, I have a return guest, Matty Sangare, and my friend Jonathan. Well, of course, Matty's my friend. Let me not do that. Both my friends for excellent Black History Month, Matty Sangare and Jonathan Single Elle. Welcome. Yay. Thanks for, volunteering to do this special one with me. Much appreciated. We're going to start with a little bit of the more heavy things now and then get to the more light bits later. How do you feel as a person of color moving in America as of 2020? Do you feel like spatially you take up more space, or do you feel like a shifting in the country as well? Hopefully for the better. Hopefully for the better.
Shift in politics. I don't know. We haven't gotten enough into 2021 to know if there's a shift in, overall America, but I definitely think that there's been a shift in politics, and Black people are right now. We are, we're at the forefront. We're of all the minorities, we are right here, and we're front and center for the moment. But like all things in America, in a capitalist environment, there are trends, there are cycles. And I just feel like, while we are here on the forefront, we have to capitalize on that because it tends to go in cycles,
Mm-hmm.
Good. Wow.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, Jonathan. For me personally, I do feel like now moving forward, I'm taking up more space and I'm owning who I am as a person, because I feel like it's my duty for people who look like me, and for my little sister, my nieces, my nephews, my little cousin, for me to make sure that I'm setting an example that they can look up to, but also know that they have to be proud of who they are and where they come from, and to realize that they are more than just what is being showcased in the media, negativity wise, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Oh, that definitely makes sense. It's more saying representation matters, and seeing a good idol also helps to encourage you to be the person that you want to be, and not to let that negativity about your skin color or stereotypes affect you.
Right, exactly.
Or body image, things like that. Yeah.
Or body image, yeah. Because we all shape different.
That also markets certain body images as being beneficial over others, and also has found a way to honestly kind of capitalize on every single body shape that Black people can possibly come up with, but except us. They commodify our bodies, but they don't,
Yeah. After 2020, it's just, not even after 2020, just in the history of police brutality in general, especially when it comes to the Black community, it's just crazy to me that at the end of the day, the cop is a citizen. All right. If a citizen shoots a citizen, the person who did the shooting will go to jail, So if the cop is at the end of the day a citizen, he should be going to jail for killing another citizen. You know what I mean? And I don't think that any kind of union or any kind of money should sway the judgment on that. And it is insane to me that they still haven't arrested, charged, jailed these cops. But
That's that's just
government gang here.
Yeah, and that's, for me personally, how I look at it is kind of weird for me, because how I look at it is just like, we're all human beings, and how is it for a person to be able to take the life of another human being? Because I'm just like, you are me and I am you. I don't have the ability to do something like that, to like take a life.
Or to see a certain person and be like, oh my God, that person is white and I'm scared, I'm going to shoot them.
Right. Like, why is there even a debate?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I feel like they don't train these people at all. Like, you train them for like, what is
6 months, I think it was, or something.
Yeah.
In the academy. That was like,
even a year. I feel like it should be a year to 18 months of your life at least. That's what I feel. I'm thinking.
Yes, and people need to go through, like, we need to ask people questions like, how are you doing internally? Your biases, how you treat people. Like, there should be like extensive, like,
and it's not just cops though. It's like a lot of biases across the field, medical fields and all this stuff. And you see all these reportings and how like Black women are treated differently, in the medical field, or just, people just holding biases over patients, which is insane altogether. We're supposed to be out here saving lives, and you're just doing the freaking polar opposite. Guys, actors, Black actors, are we doing any more slave roles after this? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? There's so much, like, I have a lot of feels about that. I just talked to you guys about how I always feel like I get cast as the thug. Well, I always get these thug role auditions. Can never escape them. I feel like, I don't know, I want to bring that question to really the community, because I feel like there's so much of like, you feel like you need to pay your dues or lick the pavement, or there's so much like, kind of realizing like, oh, so many big actors have done this before me. Like, how can I say that I don't want to do it? I mean, most recently, what is it? I think Lupita, no.
It was Cynthia Rivera.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, major actors, major players in the game are doing it and, paying their dues in that way. But do I want to do it? Do I want them? No. But do I feel like they will keep being made? Yes, I do.
Yeah, for sure.
For two reasons. I feel like they'll keep being made because, well, really only one secret reason. I feel like the one secret reason why that it actually will keep being made, don't tell nobody, but I feel like it's just because white people need an educational tool. And, they need to like dramatize the pain to be able to really ingest it. They need to characterize it, dramatize. They need to like, put it, dress it up in clothing, and, actors in Hollywood and big screen, they need that kind of dressing on it for them to really be able to ingest and really identify with it. So I feel like, unfortunately, they're going to keep making these damn.
Yeah. What do you think, Matty?
So Angela Bassett, I'm gonna paraphrase. This was a couple years ago. If y'all hear that, I'm sorry. I read this article, right? I read this article a couple of years ago, and it was Angela Bassett, and she was saying how she, like, I think it was Angela Bassett, I'm pretty sure it is. She said that she's not going to do slave roles because she was just like, you enslaved my people in real life. I'm not going to allow you to enslave me in my art.
Yes, bitch.
Hey.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because
I just don't want, like, right?
Yeah, because it's just like, what kind of, yes, I love acting and stuff, but what kind of message will how am I going to phrase this? Okay, so there are so many African stories, so many folklore, so many stories about kings and queens and princesses in the Malian Empire and Mansa Musa and these women warriors and stories about Mami Wata, who's this mermaid who like will kill you. There are so many magic and all of these amazing stories that come from the continent of Africa. And I'm like, yo, these are amazing stories that I can see. You play Jonathan, you play Angela, I play. There are these amazing stories that is not, that we don't see. And I'm just like, why is it always the same story of trauma continually in this market, and I'm like, I have to fucking be like, no, massa, yes, massa, possibly be hanging off a fucking tree in order for like my career to take off. Like, yeah, so that's something that I don't think that I don't want to do it.
I think that's a really beautiful take on it, because I didn't even think of it like that, because I don't know any of the folklore, the African folklore.
Of course, my day is not your fault.
Yeah, and
literally, it's not.
Yeah, I think that's really a beautiful take on it, and like hopefully in the future you can bring some of those stories to us.
Listen, I'm writing some stuff.
You know what she about to do? Once on this island, but like the place.
Yeah, we have to start making our own content. Because why we don't know about those things is because they don't really, it's very white in Hollywood when you get all the way up there, and they don't really think about that. So
yeah, they don't.
Yeah. It's always the same narrative of what's going to sell. And for me personally, where I am right now, I can't watch a show or a movie unless there's a Black protagonist.
Okay, and that's choice, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, there's this actor. His name is Chris Chalk. You guys should look him up. I was listening to a podcast that he was on, this one audition, and he told, I forgot her name, but the woman who runs the podcast, he said he's not watching any show that the casting director isn't going to cast someone that looks like him. If he knows they're going to cast someone that looks like him, that's when he's going to watch the show. And yes, I know as my job as an actor, I should be watching everything, but I am choosing not to watch something that's just going to cause trauma. And that doesn't
I love that.
Huh?
I said, I love that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm trying to play an African warrior princess. I want to be a love interest. I want to see folklore. And I have to write those stories in order for me to see people that look like me play those roles. Because I don't want to always be an actor. I also want to direct. That's why I'm watching all of these stories, because I want to watch other people play these roles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Frame the magic,
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now in my career, even though I just graduated a year ago. But
I definitely feel you on that. Like being able to create your own content. When Rose, our teacher Rose said, it starts with us and stuff. We didn't understand it, but now that we've been out of college and we've done our own things, and like seeing everybody doing other projects is really exciting. And it really is, like the work really does have to come from us. So here comes a smooth segue. So for the work coming from us, do you think now that with everything that has been exposed that we all knew, but now on a global basis, they see the mistreatment of people of color, do you think that the work that has to continue has to come from us? But we as people of color probably have to now go within ourselves and work within the communities and start, putting our resources together to make our own enterprises that hasn't been framed by, the society or like white America. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I agree. We do have to go within ourselves. We will have to start making our own content. But I feel like, we're at a unique opportunity where not only do we have a lot of time right now because we are in COVID, and we have had this major pause to really kind of think and ruminate. We also are in a unique time that people are very susceptible to our work, and because we are the mainstream right now, people are going to want to benefit off of that. So I feel to use that to your benefit, our benefit, we the people, what we should be doing is really going ahead and pitching whatever ideas that we want to really pitch, or create the thing that you really want to create and get it out there, get it online, or get it out there some way somehow, because now you're in an age where or at least you're in a period where you're going to be, like I was saying before, where so you really have to make that work for you. You really have to utilize the timing of this, and get in there, in there,
Jonathan, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm thinking, we see the pull up for change for brands that are coming out to be like, we're amplifying Black,
Yes, bitch,
like some of them, and when they do, which is good, getting some notoriety for the people, that the Black people that they do choose. But at the same time, you're just like, marketing for you because it makes you look good. But you can sometimes see genuinely when they're actually like, we are about the inclusivity and we are sorry that we weren't about it before. Like I was actually doing a self-tape today. And I looked up oh, thank you. I was looking up the company that was doing the brand advertisement. And I checked out their Instagram, and they actually were really actively working for more inclusivity. And they're like, these brands, and they actually tagged the brands under it. And I was like, what? I think it's called actually Quirk Creative, I believe it was called. And I was like, okay, they were doing brands, and you actually look through the feed and you see different types of people.
I love that.
Like diversity. And I was like, oh, so they're actually doing stuff. Here's the fun part. So I asked you guys to bring somebody. It could be a business, a group, a person, an idol, somebody that to nominate for your Black excellence. Obviously, you guys are my Black excellence. We're here. I have some more, but who did you bring?
I nominated a local business owner who actually owns a shop not too far from my house. It's she makes her own hair care products that are all plant-based. This lovely woman, her name is Priestess, and she sells anything that you could imagine inside her shop. She sells whipped shea butter. She sells hair oils. I got my boyfriend uses a plant-based gel that she got there. How you can jip edge control and stuff like that. Makes up her own gel, and he uses it for his hair. And I was using it for my hair back when my hair was a little processed. I had some blonde. I had the blonde processed hair, but the product was really good because it helped really nourish.
Nice.
Damn it,
yes, it was fried and dyed. Okay, so I had to little moisture up on there, but so she sells a lot of different products. All these things are really handmade, and I know her daughter also has a side business that's really, really similar. But she sells candles, she sells massage oils and things like that. And you can follow her online. She has an Instagram profile that I will send over to you, so you can.
Yeah, and I'll link that.
I think it's something with an underscore, and I don't want to mess it up.
Right. So. Do you know the name of the shop itself?
The shop, yes, it's called Cowrie Shell. It's located at 357 Tompkins Avenue. I want to look up on a map really quick for y'all, just so that way.
You'll be like, I walk 5 blocks.
Ooh, I want to be able to get the corners of it, and then.
I'm kidding.
Why are you calling me out?
I'm kidding. Not calling.
Anyway, it's on the corner of Tompkins and Madison. Priestess's shop, because she is a mother and she also runs several other businesses. Her shop is only going to be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I believe it opens Fridays at 12 p.m. and closes. Let me look online. It was 7 p.m. I knew it was 7 p.m. I don't know why. I should have just went with intuition. Spirit told me it was 7. I knew she had to go to bed. But yeah, so honestly, I love this shop. It really is one of my favorite places. And shout out to Priestess because she has been building, this has been like an idea in her mind. She used to, do like pop-up events and, how you can do like little pop-ups in the park, they'll have like little festivals, Afro-punk, things like that. She used to do like kind of things like that, but now she really has her own brick and mortar. So she's been doing this for many, many years. These products, Cowrie Shell, Ancient Blends, which is another one of her brands. She's been doing this for like over 25 years, maybe 30 years, I think she said.
Oh, wow.
So definitely check it out if anybody is in the area of Bed-Stuy. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman. She's a wonderful shop owner. She will invite you in and she will be giving you tests, y'all. I walked out of there feeling nice and moisturized and smelling really.
End up with like 3 of them.
I did. Don't make me. I will run into this bathroom right now and start whipping out products and being like, so I got this over here. I literally have 4 products right over on the shelf. I'm not going to do it, but it's right
brand ambassador.
Right. Hello. Hire him.
Right? Oh my God.
Who you got for us, Matty?
So the person that I'm going to nominate, her name is Alanna Wade. I met her a couple of years ago. She recently went to India, I believe about a year and a half ago for a year to study how to do yoga. And she like lived out there, got certified, and she came back to New York. She lives in Harlem. So now she's teaching like yoga classes online over Zoom, affordable. Which I think is amazing because I feel like anytime that I took yoga, it was a white woman who was leading the yoga class. So to have a Black woman leading the class and someone who I guess, there is less of a barrier. She makes it more fun. She has like twerk yoga.
I love it.
Yeah, she's super dope, amazing energy. She also makes her own products. She makes rose water. She makes facial scrubs, lip scrubs. Yeah, I'm gonna give you her like Instagram. She's so like she's cool. She's
awesome.
Really cool. Sound bowl healing, like she's amazing.
Ooh, she got the sound bowl too.
Yes, that.
That's what's up.
That's that.
All right.
So, Angie, who do you have to nominate?
Oh my God, Matty.
I'm excited.
All right. So, my Black excellence goes out to a real recent, as soon as I find it on my pull up. Okay. All right, my Black excellence goes off to like a recent actress, which is Cicley Tyson. We all grew up with her on TV, and that lady has such a presence about her. That's the kind of acting I would want to do. Is like she just had such a presence about her, and it was really graceful, and like nothing about it seemed forced. And it just seemed like that person she was on screen was also who she was off screen.
Mm-hmm.
So actually what I found was a recent interview on Elle, and it was Viola and Tyler Davis, I believe, who did this article. So they were asking like Cicley who really influenced her to be a powerful woman in her career. So
I love this.
Have there been any women in particular who influenced your career? So she says, yes, at the very beginning of my career, I had a teacher whose name was Vinette Carroll. She directed a number of Broadway shows. She kept saying to me, the problem with beautiful women is they tend to rely on their beauty. And I said, how wrong she is. I never think of myself as being beautiful. I thought, what are you talking about? I worked so hard, and I did. But I learned from her how important it is to learn your craft. When all else fails, you will land on that and that alone. Cicley
Tyson better go off. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I had seen so many images since, so many beautiful images have been shared of her since her passing. And she truly was. I was like, oh,
she was very beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, But also, she just had an energy. I was like, oh, you had an energy
It's
about
not just a look. She had that energy.
you always had this gravitas.
Right. It transcended through the screen and into your hearts. So, but yeah, if you guys ever get the chance to read this article, I'll definitely link it below because this article is really nice and it's a really good read. Viola and her husband did with her, and you know they were really close. Like they were a family. Like
because she played her mom on How to Get Away a few times.
Oh, Cicley. Thank you guys for joining and, you know, chatting with me, taking your time across this time zone and stuff.
This was fun.
Yes, this was good. I love this.
Yes.
Do you have anything else like going on in the works that you want to like put out there, announce that we can leave you a link to or anything?
Unfortunately, right now during this pandemic, this full panorama that we are still in, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Yeah, I have nothing to report. I have nothing to report.
That's totally fine. It could have been a personal project.
Jonathan cracks me up. He's just like, well, you know.
That was real though. He'd be real smart too. His mouth real smart.
Oh yeah, very.
Yeah, he would say things, but I was like.